All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a few real people out there just like you and just like me. All right, so breaking news with Skid Row, the band. If you haven't heard, they are now without singer Eric Grönwall as he has quit Skid Row, and I will talk about why he quit and some of my thoughts and opinions about issues surrounding that. Before I get to that, here is the band Ryan. This is some pretty cool music from Sweden. It's called Wings. This is solid melodic rock, great guitar work. Doesn't necessarily sound like other bands. Of course, it does carry with it kind of an 80s vibe, but it's a little more muscular than that. It's more on the rock side of the rock and pop fence. So you should check this out. Again, the band Ryan and their album Wings. Now, here's the story. Eric Grönwall, why I decided to leave Skid Row. Now, if you haven't been following this story, Eric was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia in March of 2021. Notice the date, March of 2021. Now, what was happening around that time frame? Well, in January of 2021, countries around the world said you need to take this particular product if you want to, say, go to a concert or go to your job or attend a concert or do a multitude of things. And they required people to have QR codes and laminated cards and, well, not laminated cards, just cards, okay? But they required stuff. Paperwork. You needed paperwork. So again, I don't know if one thing is related to another. In fact, let me just say this. I don't think this is related to that, but it is interesting. It is interesting how in January of 2021, this stuff, everything rolls out, and then he gets this diagnosis 2 months later. I have no idea if he did this particular thing. He may have. There's a good chance that if you wanted to tour, this is what you had to do. And typically when I do a video like this, somebody from the industry or from behind the scenes comes forth anonymously and says to me, yeah, he did X, Y, and Z. Yeah, I know for a fact the entire band had to do this. Yeah, it's in the contract. Of course, if you wanted to tour in 2021 or even in 2022 for that matter. So this is just super sad that he's leaving the band. This guy was like a breath of fresh air. I'm not even a huge Skid Row fan, but I think I did at least one video just bragging on how good this guy is. He was the perfect singer for Skid Row. Maybe a little cleaner than Sebastian, okay, as far as what he's delivering vocally. Not quite as greasy, but clear, crisp, loud, powerful vocals. And that's the kind of thing you need to sing the Skid Row stuff. So his statement on social media, by the way, he's only 36 years old. He says, yes, I have decided to leave Skid Row, the main reason being that it's proved difficult to prioritize my health and full recovery as the lead singer of the band. He says, in 2021, I was undergoing treatment against leukemia, and that gave me a superpower called perspective. I decided to use that perspective and write down the values I wanted to live by for the rest of my life. On top of that list, it says health first. Now, I would write in parentheses right next to health first, I would write medical freedom. That's what I would write. I've had to look at this list a lot, questioning if I'm really living according to my values. And at the end of the day, the answer was no. As a result of the treatments and transplant, now apparently Later that year, he had a bone marrow transplant. That's pretty heavy duty stuff. You can think of my immune system as a 4-year-old kid bringing home all kinds of viruses from preschool. It takes a while to build up that resistance again, but my immune system is getting stronger every day. Notice how he talks about his immune system. He says, however, I'm still doing regular checkups, blood work, and so forth in Sweden, which has proved challenging while keeping up with the Skid Row schedule. I have way too much respect for my medical history to push myself to the limit. He says, I love Skid Row. I have nothing but respect for the guys in the band, but I love and respect my health more. Seems like he's, doing a good thing here. I understand that Skid Row is a touring band, but like I told the guys, if I can't prioritize my health, then I'm not the right guy for the job. So he's stepping away and he's doing the right thing. My only question is, could something have caused this? We don't know. See, and I've said this before in videos, and I've been a lot angrier. This guy has a very positive outlook. Hopefully he's going to make a full recovery, and it's not going to be a reoccurring thing. But 36 years old, and he gets that diagnosis, and maybe it's genetic, maybe it's hereditary. I don't know. And maybe this is just a coincidence. When you look at the time frame and then the diagnosis, I don't think we're ever going to care enough really to figure this out. That's my prediction, that enough people will forget about it. Hopefully they won't ever do this again to humanity. And, we'll just remember, hey, a couple of years where you had all of this turbo cancer that just showed up, and the mortality rate changed drastically. Somebody said like a mass casualty event, like something apocalyptic. Those are the kind of numbers that insurance companies have been seeing the last couple of years. And these medical diagnoses, right, which they keep coming, and people go, wow, wonder what's causing this. Couldn't be super safe and effective thing, right? No, don't even think that way. And you're an idiot, by the way, to question it. Why am I an idiot to question it? Why is that idiotic? Because if I'm wrong, what have I done if I'm wrong? Oh, you're causing all of this fear after the fact. Oh, really? Well, what about the fear leading up to it? What about all the fear in 2020? If you don't do this, you can't earn a living. It's a lot of fear. Anyway, just some thoughts on this. We wish Eric a complete recovery. We pray for his complete recovery. I'd love to see him back with Skid Row, because, man, that guy can sing. He's got a great voice, and you don't typically find replacements that good, but in this case, they actually did. So one more time on this real rock band called Ryan. The album is called Wings. Check it out, courtesy of Frontiers Music. You got nothing to lose to listen to it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't lose anything, right? Unless you buy a copy of it and support the band, which you should. You should do that. And if you want to support this channel, you can do Buy Me a Coffee, YouTube memberships, and also be a patron, right? Got a couple of new patrons. Thank you very much. Things have been very slow here this year, but I'm grateful for the people I still have. God bless everyone. Please pray for peace in the Middle East and around the world, and pray that my suspicions about a certain product that I talk about here, pray that it's just not true. Seriously, pray that it's just a bad dream and that we can just all move on from, 2020 and 2021. I don't want to see those things come back. I don't want to see lockdowns come back. I don't want to see closing businesses, really bad, stupid policies that hurt a lot of people. Good riddance to those. And anyway, thanks for watching.